everybody. Good morning. And I just wanted to come to you today. I was talking to someone recently regarding why we do what we do. And, when you're sharing and prospecting and looking for people to be on your team and people who are interested in natural solutions, you want to actually take a look at your authentic self. And sometimes it's really hard to do that. Sometimes we just kind of go through the motions and just try to get somebody to enroll or try to just push on and push on. And I know that's sometimes my method of operations. But when you're going through and really trying to enroll people and to really make a difference in people's lives, you want to speak from your why. And I just got done walking. My face is a little bit cold. It's kind of cold out here. Beautiful, beautiful out here in Birch Bay today. But anyway, you want to really sit down and focus on why you're doing this so that you can be deep-rooted in that whole conversation around making a difference for others and truly reaching out and what is that? I mean, if you want to do doTERRA because you want to make lots of money, great. Then be authentically that. You can speak from that, and your training, your talking will be around that in a self assurance. And so when you're talking to somebody and you're kind of being wormy, being skeptical, being fishy, people can read and smell something's not right about what you're saying. And so it doesn't matter what you're saying as long as you have that coming from your heart and from your authentic self. And a lot of us just kind of don't know. We pretend, or we just go through the motions again, just thinking we have that. So today's assignment is to actually sit down and write out your why. And you're going to have lots of different whys. Come up with lots of different things. Brainstorm. Just sketch it all out. Think of all the things that you want to do, why you're doing this. And then I want you to come up with 3 statements. One is going to be a 2-minute long one. One is going to be maybe more like 5 to 10-minute long one. And then one will be one that you'll teach in a class that you'll bring up and use throughout the class. So you'll have talking points that you want to look at. And they can be coming from different angles, but really sit down and think about why are you doing this, so that way you can own it and be part of it and be authentic with it and start sharing that. When you're out with people and talking to people, I've noticed that it's really made a difference for me doing these talks to you on an ongoing basis. It really has made a difference for me practicing that and getting out of my head and trying to speak with you from my heart instead of what I think you should know or think. How am I going to say this? You can even tell when I switch back and forth as me trying to make something amazing and I don't know what I'm talking about to my authentic heart, right? And so when you're teaching a class or when you're talking to somebody at an event or when you're, going for a walk with somebody, it doesn't matter. When you can be your true self and just being natural, then people love that. They want more of that with you. And that really is what you're selling. That is really that connection, that authentic you is what people are attracted to. So think about this for a second. When you're actually looking at different videos or movie stars or different speakers that you like to follow, different motivational speakers, what makes it that you really like following them? What makes it so that it's really pretty awesome and cool, right? And it's really because they're being just their authentic self. They're speaking from their heart. They're just doing whatever. They don't care what anybody thinks about them, blah, blah, blah. And they're just talking about things. And that is just really very powerful. And the way you can speak from that is just doing it more and more and more and more and more and more. And you know what? And doing it more. And taking on doing it more. So teaching classes, getting on Zoom, talking to your downline, whatever it takes to get you into different methods of doing something will allow you to be a lot more free in your head and connecting with your heart. So that is my challenge. I would love to hear your why. And, this why is a living document. You're going to be doing it over, fine tuning it, polishing it. And maybe you might wake up one day going, oh my gosh, my why was totally not connected to my heart. I have a whole nother why. And when we got back from India, I tell you what, my whole other why just totally opened up. Yeah, my speech is still, you know, talking about me, that we had a print shop for 28 years and I got so sick I wasn't sleeping at night. I wasn't doing anything to improve myself or take care of me. I was just working so hard. And one day I had a friend come into the shop and say, Becky, sorry, my cat she just joined me. She's being she's trying to figure out what my why is, I guess. They love to be out here with me when I'm on the phone doing something. Um, so I was sharing you my why, my 2-minute why. So Larry and I loved our print shop. We had our print shop for 28 years, and our print shop I just loved doing things. I loved making graphic design work. I really, truly loved helping people in business. And I knew what I was talking about, so I felt very comfortable about it. But, I realized also, too, that I was actually really stressing myself out. I was really beating myself up with my not having fun, not doing things, just totally working all the time. I realized that my memory was getting lost. My stomach was a mess. I couldn't remember things. It just went on and on. And I went to doctors, and after doctoring all this time, they still couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And so one day, a girlfriend came into the shop and she introduced me to a bottle of doTERRA essential oils, and it was the digestion blend. She said, Becky, give this a try, because you said nothing else has been helping you. And I thought, why would somebody be trying to push off some essential oils to me? Aren't those snake oils? And so I did. I tried. And I rubbed some on my stomach, and oh my gosh, it totally took my stomach aches and pains away instantly. And then, of course, it came back, and it's just something that you work on over time. And there was a day, after a few years later, after doing that, where my health was getting back and I was doing a lot better. I realized that every time I had a stressful moment in the shop, every time that an employee quit or a job went sideways or something, I realized how difficult it was for me. And I could feel myself spiraling down and my health not going very well. I realized it was my shop that was actually making me more sick. And so I decided to sell the shop and actually take on sharing these beautiful oils to people all over the world. And I've been doing that, and it's just been so incredible. And I would like you to be a part of that with me. So join me in a new revolution. So that is my 2-minute speech, my 2-minute elevator speech. I can include that I'd been to India and all that different stuff. So when you're taking on and looking at fine-tuning how to give your talk with 3 points. So the first point is who you are and where you've been. Like what was your pain point? Okay? Describe the interruption. What happened? Like when you had a reality or something shifted. And then 3, what is your future or what you realize now and what's going to be in that? And so that is what my speech outline was. So the first part I talked about myself, the shop, how my pain was. I talked about Cindy coming in and showing me the oils, and that was my interruption. And then what the difference it made for me. And then the third part is I'm sharing these oils all over the world. And I never thought that I could do something like that. And, just even when I'm sharing that, just talking to you about the outline of the thing, it really inspires me in my heart on how it's just so incredible, right? And I think people can feel that. So the more you practice that outline of your why, the more in tune you'll be to be able to really feel that authentic self and share that for others. So that's your assignment today, you guys. Keep fine-tuning your why. Share your why with others. And I would like to hear it. If you can videotape it and put it on this group, we would all like to hear it. And it's a safe place. This is a safe place that we're all trying to make a difference. We're all trying to reach up and get this figured out on how to do this business. So post it, and let's be able to encourage each other, And maybe if we hear something that didn't land just right, then post that and say, maybe instead of saying this way, maybe think about this way, or why did you share that? Really, is that what it is? And help us dig deeper into finding that authentic self. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I want to show you. This is Cosmo. He came out to join me. And then Izzy's down there. And it's a beautiful day in Birch Bay. It's actually kind of cold out. So just giving you guys just a little bit of love from the Northwest. Can you hear the birds? There might be some birds in our little birdhouse there. So you guys have a great day. Hope this was helpful for you. Take care. God bless.